everybody, this is Stormy, and today I'm going to be talking about a readathon that's coming up in September. It's called Monsterathon, and it is hosted by Chapter Cate. It was her idea, and she's got, I believe, 5 other co-hosts. And it's a month-long readathon, and it has 10 challenges, and it's a competitive teams, and I've never done a readathon that has competitive teams before, so I thought that was kind of an interesting concept. And the 3 teams are the Haunts, the Beast, and the Conspiracies, and I'm going to join Team Beast, and that is hosted by Cecilia and Kate. And what you have to do is to gain points is for each page you read, it's one villager terrorized or village terrorized, and so whoever has the most villages at the end terrorized, I guess, is the winner. And there's also, I guess, going to be some video challenges that she talked about, but I guess they'll be announced at a later date, probably like while the readathon is going. And so with that, I'm going to give you my TBR for the Monsterathon. So number 1 is classic horror creatures, and it doesn't have to be like the actual classic books like Frankenstein and Dracula. It can be just the creature, any of the creatures. And so with that, I'm going to be going with Corporate Werewolf by Stuart R. West, and it's about a corporate retreat gone wrong, I'm guessing. From what I got from the blurb, they go on a retreat, and I believe the guy's name is Sean, and he gets bit by a werewolf, so we'll see how that goes. And then the next one is What Big Eyes You Have, and it's to read a book over 400 pages, and so I'm going to be reading Time Convert by Deborah Harkness. I've just finished the All Souls trilogy with a friend. We were buddy reading it, and so we were buddy reading this in September. And it'll be a perfect fit because it has vampires, witches, and demons in the series, and I can't wait to get a hold of this one. It's a spin-off from the All Souls trilogy, and it is about Marcus, who is the son of Matthew from the trilogy, and it's kind of like how his rebirth went, and also about his romantic interest in Phoebe. And she's going to be becoming a vampire because that's what she wants to do, and it has a little bit, I guess, of like what it's going to be like for her too, and I'm interested in it. I can't wait. And then the next one is Chimera, and that's to read a book of multiple genres. And so it took me a while to kind of figure one out for this, but then I do have this book on my TBR to review. It's an e-arc, and it's called The Twisted One by T. Kingfisher, and I forgot to look up what it was about because it's been a while since I've looked it up, so sorry about that. I don't know what it's about, but it looks pretty spooky. I mean, just look at the cover. The cover looks pretty cool. And the next one is Real Monsters, and it's a book about monstrous humans, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit on this one. It's kind of like my TBR, my rules, I guess. I don't know. But it's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the film that terrified a rattled nation by Joseph Lanza. And so it's about a horrible human being that was in a movie. But that horrible human being I was reading online was based on an actual person called Ed Gein. So, I mean, that kind of fits, right? And the next one is Unsightly, read a graphic novel or a manga that has creatures in it. And I had no clue what to do for this one. I was trying to find one, and a friend of mine suggested I Hate Fairyland, and I found that on Hoopla, so I'm going to do that one. It's by Scotty Young, I believe. And she told me that there's creatures in it, so she better not steer me wrong. You know who I'm talking about. And then the next one is Angry Mob, and that's for books that somebody's recommended to you, or you've had, like, I guess multiple people recommend books to you. I don't really have. I only have like a couple of people that I can say has recommended this to me, and it's the best I can do because I couldn't think of anything, and I actually had to ask a friend to recommend a book. So this one is The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kristen White, and from what I get from what people have talked about it or whatever, that I guess Elizabeth Frankenstein is kind of like the younger sister to Victor Frankenstein, and it's I guess her tale or whatever, so we'll see. I've seen mixed reviews about it, and so I'm a little on the fence about it, but hopefully I'll like it. And then the next one is Sacrifice, and it was to read a book that somebody has unhauled. I don't really watch a whole lot of unhaul videos, and when I do, none of the books really I don't really have an interest for any of the books. And so I'm slightly cheating with this one again. I was talking to my friend Barb, and she had planned on unhauling her book Dust Devils by Jonathan Jantz to me anyway, and so she's going to unhaul it and send it to me, and so that I'll have it for this readathon, and that's the best I can do for an unhauled book. And the Dust Devils Dust Devils is about vampires, I believe, and it's a western-y type thing, so I'm interested in seeing how that one goes. Then the next three are they're challenges from each of the teams, and I'm gonna try to do all 10 challenges. And so for Beast, it's a book that has a creature, like an animal-based creature or a plant-based creature, and so I got another review book that I need to get done, and so I have an e-arc of this one, and it's called Hood Academy by Shelley Wilson, and it's about a girl who goes to an academy, and I think she's trained to be a werewolf hunter or something like that, and so we have werewolves. And the next one is The Haunts, and it's to read a dead or undead character, and for that one I'm going with another review book that I have. So I have The Forgotten Child by Melissa Erin Jackson, and this one is, I believe, the main character used to do a paranormal show, and something happened and it was tragic, and so she didn't do it anymore, but then she gets asked to come back on a show, and she meets a dead young child, and they're trying to figure out, I believe, what happened to the child, I think. And then number 10 is The Conspiracies, and that's to read a book that has like aliens or robots or some kind of unknown creature that you can't put in any of the other categories. And my friend also is going to lend me this one, and it's called All Systems Red by Martha Wells, and it's the Murderbot Diary series, book 1, so I'm going to guess that there's some kind of robot type things in it. I don't really know anything about it. I don't read a lot of sci-fi or anything, so we'll see. I know she said it's short, and so that's good. And so there you have it. That is everything that I'm going to be reading for this Monsterathon. Hopefully I can get them all in, and go Team Beast. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.